What's going on, everybody? So it's Kay here, and we're back with another questions and answers, aka me answering subscribers' questions. Well, I hope you guys are mainly subscribers, just not random people leaving questions. They're never gonna watch the video that you leave questions to. No, but for real, man, I just want to say thank you first for all the support. You know, the channel's been doing, honestly, pretty amazing the last month, you know, and it's actually cool because speaking of that, we hit 100 million total views. That's just insane if you actually think about it. 100 million total views yesterday. So thank you again. We're actually probably a month away from 400,000. I just want to say thank you to you guys for making YouTube a full-time job, you know, where I can comfortably live my life, which is pretty amazing. I did another question answers like 2 weeks ago. I'll put the link for that video down below in the description if you want to go watch that one as well. I see a lot of comments of people talking about, oh, you'll never see this. I see all of it, guys. I try to respond as much as I can, but I feel like there's always the best way to, you know, do stuff with you guys where you can learn more about me. Before we get into this, remember my Twitter and Instagram are down below. Twitter's just a really good way to, you know, for an update on my channel. Enough with this long intro. Let's get to the question and answers, man. So the question's over here if I ever look over here. So MLG Noob Jeff Bob Steve? I really hope that's not your full name. If you had to bring 5 things in a desert, what would it be? An island's different because there's water there and you can go fishing and, you know, purify water. A desert? Unlimited Netflix, which means I need the TV. Unlimited water, a Korean barbecue restaurant, and a pizza place. Wait, no, I should probably take out the pizza place and put my girlfriend. That makes more sense. She's gonna be so mad at me for that. Anthony Evans asks, do you enjoy doing YouTube? See, a lot of people don't realize the grind that goes with YouTube, you know? A lot of people don't see that. In a nutshell, hell yeah, I do. I really do. But it is also a double-edged sword. The thing is about YouTube is you need to find the balance. That is the one thing about YouTube. Since you work your own hours, you are susceptible to either, you know, underworking, if that's a word, or overworking. The hardest thing for me, at least, is finding that balance. It can be very stressful. YouTube can be very stressful, but when you have that balance, when things are going well on YouTube, it's the greatest job ever, man. These batches of questions are really good. Like, these are really good questions. Aiden Goss asks, how old were you when you were adopted, and how old are you now? Right now, I'm 24. I turned 25 in roughly a week, and I was 5 months old exactly when I was adopted. So my birth mother and father put me in a foster home in Korea, and then I was adopted out of there. Robert Ochoa asks, was it hard to start a YouTube channel and keep it going? Any advice? Probably not the same Robert Ochoa that I'm thinking about, one of the Ochoa boys. The hardest part about starting is probably the first 2 months, because you have to learn how to edit, learn how to record. You have to learn the technical aspects. You're gonna start off with the low views, with the low subs, with the low comments, the low money, if any money. It takes time to build that. It's about trusting the process. But one of the biggest things is make videos you enjoy making. Do not see it as homework. John B. Claiborne asks, would I rather run everywhere or walk everywhere? Well, probably run, because you get fit that way and you save time. You probably end up being really sweaty, but hey, you get fit, right? I'd say run. This person's name is Chlorine, like from a freaking pool. Chlorine asks, if you could live off of one food, what would it be? Probably have to say steak. You can never go wrong with a good steak. What's your favorite thing to work out? Legs. Legs is easily the most fun. There's nothing more satisfying than doing, like, you know, a bunch of leg workouts. There's really not. This is a good question. I'm surprised people didn't ask me about this one. Hector Verdugo asks, can I play a musical instrument? I can play the piano. That's actually how I got my girlfriend to like me, by playing piano. I think I played her Drake. I played her Marvin's Room, and it definitely helped. This is a good one, guys. Derek Cavanis asks, if you could take 3 football players in a zombie apocalypse, who would they be? I'm a huge fan of Odell, but he'd be too much of a drama queen. You need some crazy ass dudes. Vontez Burfict's crazy, as long as he doesn't kill me. Joe Thomas I'd definitely bring. And Andre Villanueva, because he was, you know, in the military. So I'm sure he knows his stuff. Yeah, those are probably the 3. Duck T asks, what do you put on your pizza? All right, so a lot of people don't know this, but you know, my boys and I always have pizza nights all the freaking time, and we always get the same pizza. If you've never had a barbecue pizza with beef and bacon, you're missing out. It's so good. KY Amb asks, if you could bring one electronic on a stranded island, what would it be? That's hard though. A smart TV with Netflix. After I go fishing, I can eat my tuna sandwich with tuna bread. while I watch Netflix till the day I die. The dad asks, any baby KayKayEs in the future? Sooner or later, yeah. I mean, you know, this is the right time and place for everything. Any of you KOG guys know that that's actually my true motivation, or my biggest source of motivation, because a lot of you guys know I never grew up knowing my birth parents. I mean, we just answered that in this. I want to be the dad that my dad wasn't, you know, or my birth dad wasn't, you know. I want to be that. Black Ice asks, will you ever explain more about living in the woods and why were you there? Well, I actually did upload a video on that, so I'm sure you could Google it and find it. But in a nutshell, my parents that adopted me when I was 15, they sent me away because they thought I was screwing up in life, which, I mean, to an extent, yes. I still don't know if I should be sent away for that against my will. But yeah, I was sent away for 10 weeks, then went to a boarding school after that. I don't think I deserve to be sent away. I really did not think that was fair to me. But that is also the one thing I want to change in my life, because that's what actually formed me into who I am. Joe Zigman asks, in a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? A machete? You kidding me? I mean, it just goes in clean, you know? It gotta be. Funny thing is, there's actually a book, a zombie survival guide. I actually read it. Moynihan asks, did you ever have a dog? If you guys don't know, I actually have a beautiful husky named Dakota. The reason why I don't have her with me is because I live in Florida right now, and you know, huskies aren't really known to love the heat, so she's back up north where it's cooler, and I've had 2 other dogs in my lifetime. AJ Perino asks, how long have you and your girl been dating? Roughly 2 years. Michael Schneider asks, how do you deal with hate? So I'm sure a lot of YouTubers can actually empathize with me, because you realize a lot of those people are just unhappy with themselves, so they need to bring other people down. I don't know how many times I've had people say terrible things to me, but then you go, who actually would even think that or say that? You realize they're just idiots, so you don't really take it seriously. This is a good one. When did you start working out? When I started working out, I was actually in a boarding school, so it was like a college prep school, pretty strict boarding school. Like, those uniforms, your shirt had to be tucked or else you got in trouble. One of the very few things you could do there was work out. So pretty much all the guys, just, you know, for fun, we worked out and play basketball and play foosball. So speaking of working out, Nick Nelson says, what is your diet like if you sit around and play video games all day? Also, how often do you work out during the week? On a good week, 10 through 14. On a bad week, 7 days a week. Maybe I'll make this into its own video, working out and diet. When I eat healthy, I really only live off of a couple foods. I live off of lean proteins, oats, pastas, spinach, and berries. That's literally like the only thing I eat. And water. JMPK23 asks, who is your biggest competition on YouTube? It's always gonna be yourself. Leonardo asks, would you rather have 1 million subs or $1 million? It's like what they say. If you give a man a fish, it'll feed him for a day. If you teach a man a fish, he can eat for a lifetime. Jason Jones asks, why isn't my head shaved yet? If you guys don't know, I lost a bet where I had to shave my head. But the thing is that the guy I lost the bet to, we actually discussed it a bit and we actually rearranged the bet. The bet that was rearranged with the guy that won, believe me, he left like 1 billion times happier than me getting my head shaved. Stopwatch 2000 Teen says, well, he first says, I'm a new sub, so don't get mad at me for any of these questions if you answer these. So don't worry, you know, we're a loving family here. I know that sounds corny, but shout out to Stopwatch, man. Shout out to him. Thank you, man. It means the world that you're subs. But where do you live? I live in Orlando. Will you release merchandise? Yes, I will. I'm working on it. But here's the big part of the questions. Do you plan on uploading more than just Madden? Because I know a lot of YouTubers do more than that. Will you plan on uploading vlogs? Before I answer that, that brings up KayKayEs. Because I know a lot of people go, where's KayKayEs? Why aren't you uploading on it? I kind of realized I think it's a better idea if I mix KayKayEs with my main channel. If you guys have realized, I'm slowly mixing in, you know, random games in with Madden. Because also by creating that channel, that's like me saying this channel can only be Madden, which I don't think is right. This channel should be whatever I want to put on it. But on to the next point. So I am thinking about making a vlogging channel. And I know that sounds very contradicting about what I just said about I should be able to put whatever I want on this channel. I know only the people that truly support me made it this far into this video, especially considering it's not a Madden video. So thank you to you guys first. But you guys are the true supporters, man, that made it this far. Not the people that just watch because I play Madden, you know, for a new card. That's great and all, but I'd rather people support me for me being me, you know? Because of that, I feel like the true Kay supporters deserve an actual vlogging channel to learn more about my life, to, you know, for me to share my life with you. I wish more people cared about Kay the person more than the Kay the Madden player. For example, when I shared my life story, I don't know how many comments I said, where's the Madden? It's like, bruh, this story is much more impactful than a Madden video, you know? That's why I feel it's much more important to me to start doing more vlogs. Whether it's on this channel or a separate channel, you guys let me know what you think's the right idea. We're gonna wrap this up. This got really serious. But so, there's a time to be serious and a time to be, lighthearted. But yeah, so it was a mixture of both, I guess. I don't know. But we're gonna wrap this video up now. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that actually made it this far. I don't know how many people actually did. I want you to comment in the comment section that you made it to the end of the video if you actually did. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. If you enjoy this, hit the like button, share this video if you want, and I am out. Love you guys. Peace.